Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. So, all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of time to tune in. For those who got the notification, apologies for the pushback. Appreciate everybody that tuned in earlier for the Twitch stream. Definitely was a great one. You already know how we do. We rock out, baby. First things first, hopefully everybody's having a blessed and productive Friday. Hopefully everybody done got through the work day, the work week. Hopefully everybody prepared and planned for their weekend. No matter what you got planned for the weekend, make sure you keeping yourself safe, keeping yourself vigilant at all times. Definitely make sure you keeping yourselves warm for those who are in them cold spots. For those in the city, you ain't got to be out there. Get yourself in the house. Angel, what's going on, baby? Appreciate everybody that tuned in yesterday for the conversation. It definitely was a great one. And shout outs to Mary B, and also shout outs to Hammer Nation for popping in on the panel. Missed it, catch the replay. James, what's going on, my guy? I wanted to finish kind of iterating on something I was about to talk about yesterday, actually. And it kind of does deal with a little bit of people learning how to detach, basically. Even down to some of the parents. Some of y'all are going to have to detach. The reason why I say that is because once your child gets into adulthood, once your child has made a decision as far as what they want to do, marriage wise, relationship wise, the most you can do is give advice. Give helpful advice, but advice nonetheless. And Todd, what's going on, baby? Now, I understand for some it's hard to do, some is not easy to see their child grow up and become either a grown man or a grown woman. Some of y'all want y'all kids to be babies forever, but we know that's not the case. Keith, what's going on, my guy? But we know that's not the case, though. At some point, you're gonna have to let your child go and let them go into adulthood the right way. Tanya, what's going on, baby? Some of these stories that we hear when we got men either taking the lives of women or vice versa, some of that do actually it has to do with parents. I'm quite sure y'all remember last month about the story. The young lady killed her husband on the Facebook Live around the kids and everything else, and the mother was also there too. Now, right now, she currently still waiting for trial. But I honestly, in my opinion, y'all, I feel the mother should be charged with that crime as well too. The reason why I say that is because she egged it on even more that day. You come all the way from wherever to go egg on and even encourage an argument. An argument that solely doesn't really have nothing to do with you. It's between that man, well, it was between that man and your daughter. Now, if he wasn't being physical to her or anything along those lines, you didn't have no reason to be interfering. Goddess, what's going on, baby? Serious, what's going on, baby? You know, and this is my thing now. There's some of y'all that are literally gonna have to do that. Detach from your kids. Your kids is grown enough to make decisions and know how to handle themselves, especially if you trained them the right way, especially if you taught them the right way. And honestly, again, I still feel that mother needs to be charged with a crime because you literally caused that man his death too. You caused him his death because you came to fight and argue, and you knew your daughter was going to get angry or even get defensive. There's some women out there, and I said keyword some, that just don't know how to mind their own business. At the end of the day, your sons or your daughters, they chose who they chose. And if they're going to get married or even pursue a long term relationship somewhere down the line, The only business you have is making sure that the safety of your grandkids is the most important thing. Now, if your grandkids is not, in any sort of danger, no sort of harm or whatever, then you let things be. But when you are constantly butting in the business, that right there is one reason why there are a lot of good relationships going down the drain because you got spiteful, hateful parents. Well, I can't even say his parents. I can't even say his fathers. Every time you hear a situation, is always the mother came in, the mother this, the mother that. It's never really the men. At least from what I've seen, it's always seemed to be a sourpuss moms that either been divorced or they upset because their child has that sort of happiness that they wish they had. And in the same token, again, you have to learn to live your life. Now that man is not going to be able to hold or see his kids ever again. But neither is she. You basically altered the life of your kids, and for what? Hammer, what's going on, baby? Again, you altered the life of your kids, and for what? We got to come to some sort of conclusion now, and that conclusion should be as it is. Learn to detach from your kids. If your kid is really not in any type of harm or danger to where you have to be a parent and you have to put yourself involved in it, let things be. I'm just discussing a few things, Angel. Nothing bad, just discussing some things. Um, Last month, I believe, it might have been 2 months ago. A lady killed her husband on Facebook Live in front of the kids and in front of the mother. Shot him to death. It made that man rest in peace because despite what was being said, he really could have been a good father. See, this is one thing I would have to say to some of you ladies out there. You are picking and choosing who you are laying up with and having kids with. If a man is trying to do the most he can do for his kids, even still just being there, spending time with them, that's more important than anything else. And this is the problem again. Sometimes you have mothers who have been divorced, or they either going through divorce, or they could be widowed and haven't found nothing to move on to. L, what's going on, baby? And this is my problem right here again, y'all. No man nor woman should have to worry about losing their life, especially in front of their kids or around their kids, because that is the worst traumatic experience for any child to have to go through. And you can hear them kids screaming and hollering. 4 kids now. And I hope to God, I'm sorry, they don't go to the grandmother because the grandmother was just as responsible for his death as this girl was. Because if you wouldn't that came over there and started that argument and just got all in the way of everything, that man probably would still be here today. Chef, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for dropping those links, Angel. But this is what I'm saying. Some of y'all gonna have to learn that. You can't call yourself good parents or even great parents if you don't know when to detach from your kid's personal life. I'm sorry, because that death could have been avoided right there. And this is solely a reason why, again, we see so many different avenues of play. There's one thing I am going to say is that buttons need to stop being pushed. And that's a key problem right there. And the crazy part was Even if she didn't, even if she wasn't on Facebook Live when it happened, it still would have made headlines and worldwide news because you literally just killed the father of your children, your husband, for what? Because you was upset about something? Oh, because you feel he wasn't doing enough. See, this is the one thing. There are some women out there who are so evil and spiteful. They will sit here and try to say that these men ain't doing shit, but I highly doubt that. Because if a man wasn't doing shit for his kids, he wouldn't be there, period. He wouldn't be involved with them at all. Not in the upbringing or anything, if that's the case. We know what real deadbeats are. Deadbeats are the ones that don't even acknowledge their kids. If you got those who are acknowledging their kids and trying to do right by their kids, why not let them do it? It's a prime example again of not letting the men lead, but also letting them do what's necessary. Now, if you feel you made a mistake with somebody, that's a different story. But even then, have some common sense when you are mating who you mating with. I'm sorry. It doesn't make any sense that again now we got another household broken up. Kids could be, if the grandmother don't get them, who knows who might get them. And honestly, even though she ain't been charged with nothing, she should be, because again, you started that whole thing. They was already having arguments previous to that. And then you come and spark the shit right back up when it seemed like it was trying to get cool. I'm sorry, but this is another problem that we gonna have to face damn near every day. Because again, some people just don't know when to leave well enough alone. Mind your business. Is your child significant other laying with you? No. And if they not, why are you bothered about it? Again, your sole purpose should only be if the grandkids is all right, and that's it. Anita, what's going on, baby? You already know if y'all just tuned in at the like button. And you see this and hear this time and time and again, and it just boggles your mind because it's like, even down to the movies you watch, prime example, you'll see the shit. What's always the one thing we see? A bitter woman, right? That just don't know how to mind their business. Listen, unless your parents is old, elderly, and you supposed to take care of them, they ain't supposed to be living with you or even be bothered to the degree. Yeah, come visit, come see the grandkids, all that other shit. But living there or even staying the nights there like that, nah. Not unless it's a holiday like that. Still don't trust it. Easy way to get in the business. Keymosh, what's going on, baby? Rolo, what's going on, my guy? I'm sorry, but that's a sad notion right there to think that brother ain't gonna never be able to witness his kids grow. Never know what his kids are gonna be because he ain't here. And it's the same thing with her. You're gonna miss out a portion of your kid's life for the rest of your life because you couldn't just get in control of your emotions. And because you felt that was the best protocol to do. Since I'm happy with him, I'm just gonna take him out. Sad part about it. Now, what are those kids going to think and say when they get older? Some people have to really learn not to do certain things in front of the youth. I'm sorry. That's a whole fact too, Keith. But I'm saying this in general. What we always see, it don't matter what it comes to as far as the race or the creed is concerned. We always see movies where we get one parent, and it always seems to be the mother that be in the middle of every little thing that's going on with their child's relationship. And sometimes they be the downfall for those relationships and their child's unhappiness. Learn to detach sometimes. There's some of y'all that think that, oh, my son about to marry this woman. Yeah, I see they both doing good. Yeah, they gonna take care of me. No, if you still able to take care of yourself and do whatever, Mind your business. You know, again, you get too hyped. There's some of y'all that are just you money hungry. Keyword, there's some of you that are money hungry and will mess up your own child's future just because you want PC. What does that really say? You're looking at your child as a come up, and even if they get with somebody, oh, that's the big come up for them. It's not the way it's supposed to be at all. And again, that young brother lost his life trying to do what he thought was right, be a father to his kids. See, there's some of you women that will cry and mope that the men don't do shit, the men ain't trying to be shit, the men ain't trying to be leaders, right? But in that same token, look what y'all doing. You're damaging almost everything. You're damaging things because of your attitude. You're damaging things because of, again, your emotions and people going in your ear. Some people are going to have to learn that when outside hate is there, it's going to try to do everything it can to stop whatever happiness you're bringing. This is my thing. Again, it is down to a simple choice. That's anything in life. It comes down to a simple choice. Nah, that's a whole fact, James. That should be the last resort to anything. It's not okay to take somebody's life because you feel your life is ruined or miserable. It's not. Now, there's certain things that we know happen because it's just written to happen only because if a person done been damaged one way or another, even on a physical term, 9 out of 10, if they ain't got that strength or they ain't snap, they come across that person that did them wrong, yeah, they gonna let it in by all means. I have nothing to say wrong about that. But everything else, nah, that's not cool. Riders, what's going on, baby? I can see some people getting get backs at people who might have sexually attacked them, so on and so forth, because we had some situations like that. Them people then finally came across they damn abusers or they whoever, and they didn't let it happen. I can't feel bad about that because they getting their justice one way or another. But everything else, nah. You killing or you destroying your family for whatever reason, I can't get down with that. Sorry, I can't. You got some brothers who want to be who they want to be. They want to be the leaders and the kings, and they also want to be not just the disciplinaries for them children. They want to build the united front with you women. But there's some of you that just won't let it happen. And if you do let it happen, guess who ain't gonna let it happen? That that little pesky parent. Sorry to say it that way. I've always felt again there should be boundaries when it comes to certain things between children and parents, even into adulthood. Some of y'all, even in your kids' personal businesses, which is, man, listen. At what point do you stop, prying into business, eavesdropping on conversations, or just doing things that you know is going to set the wrong tone? Might not like hearing it, but you're going to have to hear it today. Because there's probably some of you right now who are on that verge of thinking that way. I'm going to be manipulative and I'm going to do what I do, and I'm still going to be running my kids' life even into adulthood, even after adulthood. No, no, no. Let your kids be grown-ups and let them handle things the way grown-ups are supposed to. But again, you are supposed to be careful and mindful of who you choosing before you decide to even have a family. That is the one thing. And if a person ain't making you happy enough, if you feel a person ain't doing enough, then that's when you need to get up and leave. Don't let it keep going any further. And don't wait until either children are involved and now want, no, we can't do that no more. This is why we get the broken dynamics we getting now. Jewel, what's going on, baby? Mary, what's going on, baby? See, I can speak on these things. And the reason I can speak on these things is, again, I've had people who had almost the same issues. They relationships ain't that bad, but as long as you got that nosy parent around, as long as you got that one that's too clingy, don't got their own little life, that becomes a stress on both ends, especially when it comes down to the men. And we know this already. We all for the love and showing general attention and everything else. But it's just some things we ain't going, we just not going to give no energy to. And there's a reason for that. Because why would we sit here and entertain that type of negative energy or that type of evil spirit that could damage us? No need for it. I would advise all of you single ones out there, your kids is grown up, let them handle themselves like adults. They ain't in no type of danger, physical danger, anything along those lines, leave it be. They need your advice, give them the advice. But one thing you shouldn't be doing is always prying into business again, because your type of energy and your type of emotion will spark something into your children. Kev, what's going on, my guy? And I'm sorry, I don't find that good at all. That a brother had to lose his damn life trying to do the best things he could do while he was here. And again, if you feel a man is not leading you the way he's supposed to lead you, if you feel he ain't making you happy, if there's no compromise, if there's no nothing, then get up and leave. Why even go as far as having kids? Keeping it a buck with you. You think I'm gonna go all the way the distance with somebody if I know they ain't making me happy on no level? No, I'd be a fool to do that shit. Picture me having kids with somebody that I know for a fact we gonna have issues even after everything is said and done. I don't want that. And that's the mindset that a lot of y'all should have. Do you really want the extra headaches and drama? And some people ain't going to take rejection well. Some people ain't going to take a breakup well. There are some people, again, that have lost their lives because they couldn't take a breakup. The other person couldn't take the breakup. They was too quote unquote heartbroken. If I can't be happy, you can't be happy, or you just can't be here to make anybody else happy. That's the worst act of hate, and that's selfish right there. Just like when I told y'all what a couple months ago about the dude killing his wife. Now, some people was quick to come at him and get crazy. And look, I'm not defending murder at all. But there's some instances where you really can't tell somebody how to feel, especially at that juncture. Now, I felt bad even on both ends because that's another story of kids that will never be able to be with their parents again because of act of what was it? A passion crime? Yeah, crimes of passion, basically, right there. You let your soul, lust, and everything else override everything. Angie, what's going on, baby? I'm sorry, but it's selfish in the worst way. Prime example. Like y'all already know the situation with me. Do you think I'm supposed to just, oh, if I can't be with you, I guess I'm just going. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. Me, my mind state never could do it. If it's over, it's over. Hey, it is what it is. Can't say I didn't try. There's some people again that just don't take rejection well on any level, and it's sad because we keep getting stories that we don't want to hear. We keep getting things even in your own local area that you don't want to see or hear before you even hit the news. Now I felt bad on both angles with the story I told y'all a while back because I feel he didn't necessarily have to go that route, but in the same token, I can imagine his pain to find out all six of those kids ain't his and we've been married. But you trying to come at me even to the point of putting me on child support. So, like I said, it's sad because again, another story like that. Crimes of passion. Now, them kids got to grow up the rest of their lives without either parent. But then again, those ain't even his kids. So the actual fathers are going to have to try to find them. So I'm saying, family dynamic messed up. Again, I'm going to say this. If you ain't willing to be happy with somebody, don't even bother to get with nobody. Don't make these ultimate mistakes and then pay these ultimate prices. There's some of you that definitely have to do an evaluation on somebody to see if this is who exactly I'm getting in the long run. This is what I'm saying. Some people just don't understand that at all. It's okay if you take rejection. It's all right if things don't work out the way you think it should work out. It only gets worse when you just keep attacking the situation. There's some of you that don't even know how to take rejection, not just on the friend level, but even on the level of, okay, you try to shoot your shot, it didn't work, you'll still keep trying. And don't get it wrong, sometimes it is a little, but it's how you do it. It's all how you do it. See, I could go from the standpoint, and I gotta use Urkel prime example. I gotta use Urkel. How many times he done got rejected by that damn girl? Come on now. Somebody in the congregation, you already know what it is. How many times that nigga done sat there and threw his shot? Block, 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 block. Done got him a shorty, all that, and still getting blocked as he tried to shoot shots. Yeah, some people ain't gonna take rejection, but that don't necessarily mean they gonna go to that extent. See, with him, it was a difference. I'm gonna bother you until you say yeah. Whereas, oh, you told me no. Now I feel like if you don't give me what I want or what I need, I gotta kill you. We not no. Nobody should even get to that level. Again, that's a part of obsession that will lead to your downfall. Think before you do. Again, some of you men and some of you women have to really be mindful. Now, for those again that was familiar, didn't the boy Merlin Santana, may he rest in peace? Didn't he get killed? You know how many stories they had about that? At least in my opinion, they had stories about that from when I was younger on what really happened with him. And I honestly felt it was the ex, regardless. The ex had something to do with that. Some people, again, don't know how to take rejection. I don't want you here since I'm unhappy. Come on now. Willis, what's going on, my guy? Oh, yeah, we ain't forget about you, son. Happy birthday, son. Don't worry, we coming up in your spot, son. Don't worry, son. We want all the birthday cake. We want all of that, son. If we don't get that, son, we jumping you in there. So I'm just letting you know that, son. Fuck me today, fool. No, but it's the truth though. Some people really need to be taught how to handle rejection. That should be taught from when you're young. Nah, it's the truth though. That should be taught from when you're young. There are some healthy obsessions, yeah, but then there are some deadly obsessions, and we don't need no more deadly obsessions. You don't need no more crimes of passion in the heat of a moment. We don't need no more of that. We don't. Makes no sense. Not gonna lie to you at all. You have to learn that. And this is my thing again. Be careful of what you bringing into your circle and your circumference. Again, if something don't seem right, and I'm saying this not just to the women, I'm saying this to the men too. Because there's some of you men that you set yourselves up for kills and for failures too. If you feel this person is not making you happy, if you feel this person is constantly having drama, if this person is too unstable, fellas, get away. The same thing with you women. You see the same type of red flags, get away. Good, what's going on, my guy? I'm serious. Get away from all of that. There ain't no way you gonna tell me that you still gonna keep going with the motion. And don't say it's because of the love, because it ain't that much love in the world that would cost you or even mess with your ability to really think. Ain't that much love in the world that's gonna have you setting yourself up for failure. Sorry. But again, it should be taught when you're young how to deal with rejection and also how to move away from certain situations before it becomes an obsession or even raw aggression. Nah, you need to sit them down and teach them lessons for real. Is your life worth anything? Because if it is, you should think. Because again, I'm not gonna waste my life trying to get rid of somebody because they hurt my heart. If they hurt my heart, I just gotta go somewhere and heal. And see, this is the problem with some of you. Again, a lot of you don't want to hear it. When you've been hurt, you need time to heal. If it's been something longer than 5 years, yeah, or anything longer than that, you need time to heal. The one thing you should remember is not to put everything into one basket. Because you could think you're in love with somebody right now, but it could be a phase. Because for all you know, if things don't go right with that person, even if you felt it should have went right, you'll definitely feel upset about it. But again, if a person is not making you happy on any level, there's no need to continue doing anything. Because now you're not thinking with the sole trust of your gut. You just thinking with lust. Trust me, if I feel like it's one of those situations where I have to get away, I'm getting away. First of all, I'm not even going to get that route if I need. Nope. Once I spot something off key, no. Uh-uh. I will kindly walk away. And that's how some of y'all need to be thinking. Don't wait until there's kids involved. Don't do that. I definitely got to say, prayers and condolences and RIPs to those. Because again, there's some that didn't deserve any of that. The only thing they was trying to do was just be the family dynamic. Again, if some of you don't want to have any type of dealings, don't want to have any type of attached feelings, sometimes it's best to just stay to yourself until you know you're ready to do anything with anybody. And that's just real rap right there. Again, there are healthy obsessions. So again, you need to teach those things when they're young. For those who already got kids that are in them young stages, start teaching them right. And again, start teaching them the differences. Teach them how to deal with rejection. And in my own opinion, hey, the best form of rejection is when your mom's told you no to anything. Let's keep it real. You know that shit hurt when your moms or your pops told your ass no. That's a form of rejection right there, right? You can't even take that form of rejection. That means to go is something completely wrong, and you have to stop what you know. It starts from anything. Teach them how to deal with any rejection. Angel, I ain't trying to mess with you right now. Go on about your business. You still ain't bring no taco burritos, and you been missing, man. Come on, man. This is the thing though. There's some things in life you're gonna have to hear no to. I don't care how bad you feel. You're gonna have to hear no to things. And sometimes when you hear no, it's actually helping you for real. Because it'd be your luck, prime example. Somebody done told you no, you can't have this, and now you still go to try to get it. You'll set yourself up for the kill. You see how back in the day they used to tell us no, we couldn't have them BB guns and them shooters or whatever the case was. You know, they used to tell us no, we can't have fireworks, we can't have this. No, you'll blow your fingers off. No, and it's the truth. You could blow your fingers off. You could shoot your eye out, right? But it's not hard to say, you know what? Maybe this is for the better of me. Let me chill out. Maybe it ain't that important. And shout outs to the plug though. But it's the truth. When you sit down and have that talk with them and reason with them, and I'm still speaking to those who got the young kids, you teach them the rights from wrongs as far as what's really healthy and what's not healthy. Too much emotional attachment to things, that's not healthy. Again, you have to build them up, show them self love, and also sometimes you have to give them a little tough love for that reinstillment. You need that so they can build up a healthy courage to say, you know what, this ain't it. You know what, I'm unhappy. I'm gonna just keep it pushing. That's it. That's all you gotta do. You'll be hurt, but you'll still be living. You still got time to do what's necessary. No doubt, him. I hear you. Everybody over here eating good today. I see you up in here. Though. Smell something up in here. Though. Hold on. Anita, I smell the tacos, baby, or the chicken salad. One of the two. Yeah, you got to figure out what's going on, Mary. I see her clear as day. Mm. Nah, but sometimes it be bugging out though. You know that already. But nonetheless, though, teach them some self encouragement as well too. Because yeah, you could be hurt, you could be down and out, but if you can't lift yourself up at least from time to time, that's a problem too. If you're not that deep in the bag, hey, lift yourself up. Damn it, you ain't say nothing. See, you know, but this is my thing though. Again, it shouldn't take for you to do something drastic for you to realize that you didn't have to go that far in the first place. And again, I feel bad for anybody who's been in them situations, who might have been through them situations, because you never know what could happen in the blink of an eye. Oh shit, Mary. Angie said the hello and fix that shit already. Hmm? You're always trying to call for backup, Anita, but it don't work. You know that don't work. You know that. Come on now. Do I gotta hit you with one of these? I don't want to hit you with one of them clips. Try not to. Try not to. But again, bros, what's going on, my guy? No doubt, Angel. Catching up with the chat though. Somewhat. Somewhat. But this is my thing though, for real. Once you done made that type of defiant act, ain't no coming back from it. And it'll sit with you. I want to give a clear message to those who need to hear it. I don't care how mad you feel. I don't care how emotional you might seem at that point. And I'm talking to both men and women. There is no need for you to go over the edge for no reason. Is it really worth 25 to life? Ask yourself that question. Yeah, you think that serious. You think that. Okay. Well, since I'm light work, see, grief and admission, y'all. See, they done put this on themselves. See, I knew this was gonna happen. I was trying to avoid it with y'all, but y'all wanna learn. getting on my damn nerves. You know it's all love, baby. Oh man. No, but you know what? I ain't fucking with y'all tonight. Yeah, brief intermission. We can do that over here, man. Whoever don't like it, bye. I'm sorry. No, I'm not feeling myself. I'm feeling the message tonight. So yeah, we need to brief intermission. But no, this is a serious act though right now. Love yourself enough not to crash out. Seriously, don't do that. When you again let that emotion ride everything, that becomes a problem. And again, the things you wouldn't normally be doing, now you're going to start doing. Again, simple actions. Think before you do. Again, the best love, self love, but also self elevation and preservation. You can't let nobody drag you down. If things didn't work out, hey, just keep it pushing. But have the adult conversation about it. Even if you have already gotten to the point of kids being involved in everything, have an adult conversation. I've seen some people again who, even after having kids, if things just didn't work out, hey, let's have the adult talk and let's fix this the way we need to fix it. Not for us, for them kids. I'm sorry, but we don't need no more destruction. This is another reason why we are losing as far as the family dynamic being strong. Because we have crimes of passion like that. No woman should want to have to quote unquote kill. It make my head hurt, man. I get mad on both angles because again, it should be a common level to say, you know what, this is unhealthy. Let me just stop before I really do something that could be critical to everything. And again, you solely are thinking for yourself. You're not thinking about what's around you. I'm not worried about nothing. Yeah, not, wasn't worried about none of y'all. But I thank you for the encouragement tonight. Don't worry. I wasn't worried about y'all, man. Come on, man. No, don't be worried about none of y'all, baby. The only person I worry about is God. You know me. Don't encourage the madness, Angie. You've been missing for a minute. Don't encourage the madness. It's still all love, baby. No, but again, let's keep it real now. In this time junction right now, just really pay attention to your surroundings on all angles, for real. And the minute you feel or spot danger, kindly get away. You do not need no more DOAs or anything else along those lines. And again, we shouldn't have children or even families being torn apart because of crimes of passion. Remember, I said this tonight. There is no games to be played no more. And again, I would urge that some of you lonely parents don't know how to detach. Learn to detach. Not everything is your concern. You need to focus on yourself. And as long as you're getting your grandkids are in the best safety, leave stuff alone. Stay out of your child's business. Let them handle their own. Time for us to really start bringing that dynamic back. Again, for those who got young kids already, teach them something better than what you're teaching them. Teach them all the elements. You ain't focusing on the right things in life. It can jeopardize your life. Because again, love is more than just a feeling, and it's more than just actions and words. It's just the whole energy that you feel. And a bond that can't be broken. And that strong love will definitely get you where you need to be at. But again, make sure you are with the right people that you want to be with. If you see red flags, even down to the family structure, keep it pushing. Again, keep that line of communication open on all angles. Because what are you doing outside of what you're doing? You're communicating, right? There should be no secrets, no hiddens, no nothing. Once you done went towards a certain angle in life, especially when it comes down to marriage, man, listen, that should be forever. Y'all should be that story of 40 plus years together, things along that nature. It should be a strong family dynamic, husband, wife. And despite everything going on in the world, that love, strength, and that trust, and that honesty, and that loyalty, the best foundation for a strong marriage. Sometimes it is best to get to know somebody real well before you go any further than you need to go. And again, if that person don't fit your criteria, then you leave it alone. Keep it real with you. Some of these prison systems are being filled up with people because simple murders like that. And I more feel sad again for those kids because that dynamic is now broken. That family is no longer a family. I think that's the best thing to teach your kids. The factors of strong communication, active listening, and hearing. But I always tell people anyway, follow your gut instinct. Even when something seems too good to be true, just follow your instinct. So in the long run, we don't have no more stories like that. You know, if anything, we should be hearing parents passing away at a golden age, and not because of senseless violence or because of anything else along those lines. I know in an imperfect world it seems too much to be asking, but that should be the goal for the rest of your life. Think about your life. Respect it enough. If you can't, the cycle will never be broken. And guess who's going to be more broken? Those kids. Telling you, we still got time to make changes the way we can make them. Get ahead of everything for real. You don't know by now, you'll never know. The link is dropped in case anybody want to chime in. I wasn't gonna hold y'all all night. I mostly wanted to get off what I was trying to get off yesterday. But again, I would tell some of you women out there that when your kids are grown, I don't care, your sons and daughters, they grown, they got their own families. Don't always get involved in everything. Solely make sure you the support, the backbone for those grandkids. And if you ain't got to get involved at all, don't get involved on any level. A lot of times, some people just need cooler heads to prevail. That's it. We need to bring back that structure of great families, successful generations, and start making changes in the world, definitely where we can make them. This is why these messages keep coming, because we keep getting things that are sickening and gut wrenching, and it's time for a change. I think when it's all said and done, though, I think things are going to get worse before they get better, because we already know that some people are just not going to want to listen to reason anyway. But again, I can implement that. Think about your life before you end up doing that 25 to life. It could be more than that, depending. Your heart might be hurting, but one thing is for certain, it shouldn't be the end of anything. You just closed one curtain and that's it. So you did. Now open up another curtain. That curtain will open up. You'll see that shiny vision that you've been waiting for. You ain't opening curtains, close one door and open another one. It's essentially like walking outside your house. You don't know what the weather could be like on different days, but you are supposed to be here for the remaining of your days. Be safe out there. Know what you're getting yourself into. And again, you men and women out there, start making more responsible choices. Once we learn to realize that, trust me, we can make significant changes in the world. Something that'll be grand for all the little boys and girls, and definitely for the teens, and those maybe even stuck in between. Still, I'm optimistic on things. And no matter what the day brings, we should bring joy one way or another. I think it'll make our hearts sing for real. But I'm just from the outside looking in. Y'all already know the deal. Um, Again, get back right with yourselves on all levels. Before you damage yourself and critically damage your family or the people around you, just really ask yourself, is it worth it? With that being said, I get up out of here. while it's not raining, I can finally walk this mud. Do appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. And I will definitely be running around these streets in a little bit. It's always a blessing to come and bring something to the forefront. You already know, we're going to keep bringing that. We got to. But I hope somebody did get something out of this. I wouldn't care if I reached 1 or I reached 1,000. As long as somebody got something out of it, I'm happy. Again, appreciate everybody that's been a part of this eulogy family and has been a part of this growth. Y'all really do keep the engine going regardless to what. And this is something that we need to keep bringing. We got to keep bringing that fire until they realize something. We are not going to be playing games no more when it comes to that. We don't want to see no more broken homes. We want to see better families and opportunities. Again, love yourselves. For some of you miserable parents out there, learn to detach again. You can't be a visible factor everywhere you think you could be at. Ain't gonna happen. Y'all already know. I see y'all running around these streets. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. For everybody that was in attendance tonight, y'all already know that love is love and then be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I do is give you real. That's all I'm going to do is give you real topics and real bills. Susanna, you late for church, baby? Definitely appreciate you for tuning in, though. And for those who ain't following me on Twitch, make sure y'all definitely getting it together. Appreciate everybody that rocked out tonight. We had fun. I kind of went in the crates, but didn't go in the crates. But, might do that tomorrow before work. So, we'll definitely be back on here tomorrow afternoon with some good old loving. And I'll see y'all in the morning for the cypher, most definitely. Again, always a blessing to come in here and speak with the people, and this is what we're going to keep doing. For everybody that do got a problem with that, you don't really have a problem with me. You got a problem with yourself. You need to fix it. And if it's help that you need, we can give you what you need as we proceed. Well, you always in the raptures, man. Look at y'all. Look at y'all. Your little bush babies coming out of nowhere. Look at you. But definitely for those who just came in, y'all know y'all can catch the replay. I told you I wasn't going to keep y'all all night. I still got a few people to support too. There's a couple of y'all I got to catch some replays on. Shout out to Nefertiti. Oh, Sirius, can you do me a favor and drop Nef's link in there, baby? I gotta check her upload. I thought I saw a piece of fish on it, but I could be wrong. I didn't look at the thumbnail all the way. Damn shame. Oh, shoot. I dead forgot. I told you. See, you got me messed up. Damn it. I see y'all in the club, man. But y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open, definitely. I see y'all over there getting your dances on. Until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.